Welcome to IFC's Chapter Connection and Conversation series, where I talk to one of Texas Christian University's 13 interfraternity chapters to learn a little bit more about them and our IFC community. My name is Fred Bossart, and I'm the Interfraternity Council VP of Recruitment. Joining me today is Pi Kappa Phi, represented by the Recruitment Chair, Nick Payne, and Vice President, Will Velvin. So guys, can you tell me a little more about yourselves, like your hometown, major, year in school, and why you picked TCU?
Yes, I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm majoring in entrepreneurship and innovation with a minor in finance. And the reason why I chose TCU is I had a brother who graduated in 2017. So just growing up, I've been attending a ton of TCU events like football games and all that. So I've been pretty connected to TCU. So that had a big influence on me.
Yeah, so I'm from Dallas, Texas, and my whole family was SMU. And so I pretty much hated TCU growing up. And then my sister came here in 2014. She graduated in 2018. So that was when the football team was really good. So I got to go to a lot of games and just experience the environment. And I just fell in love with it. And I'm a finance major with a minor in global business.
Awesome. Well, can you tell me a little bit more about why you picked your chapter?
Yeah, so I did a lot of summer rush, talking to a ton of different chapters and all that. But my brother was a Pi Kappa at TCU, so I knew a lot of the alumni that were in his grade, and I really liked them. That's who I inspired to be, was somebody like them. And so I just rushed Pi Kappa pretty hard, and they eventually liked me, and we got a good connection with all the actives, and it just worked out pretty well.
Yeah, so my brother went to IU, so I had no connections, and I had no one from my high school, really, no guys at least, rush at TCU. So I was kind of going in blind. But I met a few people in my orientation group, and we all ended up going to a rush event that night and met the Pi Kappa guys, and it was really just kind of clicked, kind of like when you step on campus for the first time and you realize that's where you want to be. I just kind of clicked with the guys, liked it, liked what they stood for, liked the good balance of academics and socials and just everything in combined, and philanthropy, obviously. Yeah, so it was really just the ideals and the guys for me.
Awesome. Well, could y'all tell us a fun or interesting fact about yourselves and one about your chapter?
Yeah, so I'm number 4 of six kids in my family, and I like hunting and fishing. That's like my favorite hobbies ever. And a pretty cool fact about our chapter is that our philanthropy is specifically to Pi Kappa. I believe it's the only chapter.
We're the only chapter in the nation that runs its own philanthropy company.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool that it's called the Ability Experience, and yeah, that's specific to Pi Kappas.
So my fun fact would be I'm a big fan of traveling, not like vacation, but like going and seeing the world on different types of trips. So I've been to 25 countries or 26, something like that. And a fun fact about Pi Kappa is the TCU Pi Kappa chapter. We are number 1 in fundraising for Pi Kappa, and we constantly rake in all the awards for stuff like that at national chapter. So it's pretty fun to go to that.
Awesome. Well, what is one piece of advice that y'all have for the potential new members going through the recruitment process?
I say the best advice I have is that you can talk to people, girls and guys, all at TCU, and they might have favorite chapters and all that, but I advise that you rush or at least try out as many chapters as you can. That way you know where you fit and where you belong, and you'll get a sense of how things work and all that. So it'll just go through experience.
Yeah, it's really just about going where you feel comfortable and not kind of being at a rush event feeling like you're trying to act different to fit in with the group of guys you're around. And also, if you're coming in kind of late, like sometime in August, and there's already some kids in your class who already have bids, maybe try and talk to them, because those are the guys that, should you get a bid and should you rush that chapter, those are the guys you're going to spend 4 years with. So it's really about knowing them too.
Awesome. Well, a little change of pace here. Where's the best on-campus study spot?
I study best in the library, specifically in like the computer lab area and in the personal study rooms. But I also go to the Neely School of Business. They have separate study rooms there, and it's a little bit quieter over there. So I like both those spots.
I kind of like setting up home base. So I usually, like this past year, I lived in the chapter house. So I liked just being at the chapter house because we had study rooms in there that you could work in. And plus, majority of the guys in there are business students anyway. So you're all kind of working on the same stuff. So it's pretty nice to kind of be able to help each other out.
Awesome. Well, where's the best place to grab food on campus?
Since I'm in the library quite a bit, so I always grab the sandwiches from downstairs of the library, and that's my meal for probably 5 out of the 7 days a week. So yeah, that's probably my favorite spot.
And this past year, I went to Blue 2 a lot, that little cafe, because it was just right next to the house. But if you count Einstein's and Smoothie King's on campus, and that's by far the best, because it's right there on your walk back.
Definitely. Well, what has been your favorite program or event hosted by your chapter?
Mine would be we call it Rose Bowl, which is our travel formal. We go to San Antonio and just have a formal there.
San Antonio, yeah, in Austin.
Yeah, Austin and San Antonio, and it's just really cool because you just experience a whole new city that a lot of people haven't been to before, and it's just like a new feel getting out of Fort Worth and just spending a weekend over there. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah, my favorite would probably be Push Week. So that's where our philanthropy kind of gets involved, and it's just a full week of fundraising, and we get the sororities involved. And so all the sororities kind of compete against each other in a dance competition, and a freshman and sophomore Pi Caps team up with the sororities to help coordinate their dances, and sororities raise money, and it's just a fun night. Ends the week with all the dances, and people all like fraternities, sororities, everyone all shows up to come watch it at the end of the week. So it's pretty fun.
Awesome. Well, in what ways has your fraternity helped you in your undergraduate experience?
I think our fraternity does a really good job keeping our grades as our priority. So they always offer tutors from upperclassmen that'll help underclassmen, or they'll always, like, if you have a low GPA, they'll always try to help you bring it back up and all that. So they just reach out pretty well and keep our academics on top.
Yeah, one thing you learn about college is it's where connections start getting really important. So having not only the alumni connections with your fraternity, but also just having upperclassmen who have, like, again, even if you're not a business student, just people who have taken the same classes that you're taking right now, and they've gone through it, they know what they're doing, and they're a great resource for helping you study or get your grades up.
Awesome. What are some areas you're involved in at TCU outside of your fraternity?
My freshman year, I was involved in STUMO, which is like a kind of like a religious organization club, I guess. And but this, my past year, I was not, and focused more on grades to help with everything.
Yeah, obviously just the basic like rec sports, like we got basketball, I played football. We couldn't do any of the stuff in the spring because of COVID, obviously, but yeah, that, and I guess study abroad. I was going to be supposed to be in Germany right now, but obviously not. So yeah.
Great. Well, last set of questions. Where's the best place for potential new members to get information about your chapter and upcoming events? Also, do you have any summer recruitment events right now that you're excited about?
The best place for potential new members to get our information would probably be on the IFC website. Is that correct?
And yeah, also on the Instagram, PiCap Instagram page.
Yeah,
the Adakai chapter.
So that'll probably be the best way to contact us and keep up to date with us. And then some of the recruitment events that we're planning is virtually. We'll have to go through Zoom, and we'll be organizing that probably starting in June. Some of the just inviting y'all over to Zoom with us and just hang out and talk to us for a little bit. And then we might be getting some of our active members all around the country to try to meet up with potential new members who live in the same area, as long as it like obviously follows the rules and everything like that. But those are just some of the ideas so far that we've come up with.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to schedule right now because we don't really even know what 2 weeks from now it's going to look like, but should start getting clear in a month or two. And obviously that'll go through IFC and we'll be able to spread the word once we get everyone's registration and contact info. So we'll be reaching out about stuff like that.
Perfect. Well, thank you, PyCap, for speaking with me. All of your social media handles will be listed in the description below, and best of luck to y'all in recruitment. To all of our potential new members, do not forget to register for IFC recruitment via the link listed below. Registration opens June 1st, and cost is $80 in the month of June. If anyone has questions, please email us at tcufcvprecruitment@gmail.com and check out our Instagram at TCU_IFC and our website greeks.tcu.edu for the most up-to-date information about IFC recruitment. Take care and stay safe.